Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. Is my voice audible to everyone? Okay. Okay. So, Shashank sir took yesterday's session. How was the session? Anyone? Ankush sir, how was the session? Ankush sir, can you hear me?
No, sir.
Okay. How was the session yesterday?
Which
Ankush
session,
sir,
sir?
yesterday's session, yesterday's, which was taken by Shashank sir. Do you have any doubts regarding yesterday's session? Speak up, guys.
No, sir.
Okay, that's okay. So, before starting, see, I thought of delivering a session on VPN and firewall, but we'll do it tomorrow or day after tomorrow because it is a theoretical session again, right? So it can be taught any day. So what we will be doing today is we will be stepping into the penetration testing, right? So there are a few steps in penetration testing. One is information gathering, then we have scanning, then we have enumeration, then we do vulnerability analysis, then we do exploitation, post exploitation. After that, we cover the tracks and then we make a report. All right, this is a penetration testing process. So today we will be digging into information gathering, which is the very first step, and it will be completely hands-on, practical. All right, and before beginning to this session, uh, I hope all of you know about that event which we are going to have, Cyber Champ. Do you know what this event is or how this event will take place?
No, sir. That's a doubt only. What we have to do in that.
Okay,
No,
okay,
sir. We don't have a clue.
okay. I tell you. What will happen is that there will be 30 questions, 30 MCQs. All right. These 30 questions will be easy, medium, hard. All right. 10 questions are easy, 10 are medium, and 10 are hard. So all these questions will be jumbled up, right? The one who clears this particular round will be sent to another round, and that round will be a machine test. What will happen is that what you will get is you will get an IP address, all right. On that particular IP address, there will be a website. What you need to do is you need to find vulnerabilities in that particular website. Many of you are CEH, right? Many of you told in introduction that all of you got the CEH. So I want to see what level of CEH you guys are. So you'll have to dig out vulnerabilities and then you'll have to report it. You'll have to make a report on that particular vulnerability and then you'll have to submit that report. On the basis of that report, we will be deciding that the winner. It's not a hackathon. It's not a hackathon. It's an event. All right. That event is named as Cyber Champ. All right. So depending upon your report, we will be deciding who is the winner. So there might be more than one winner. All right. Okay. So next opportunity for you guys is that you can bring your friends and family members as well. All right. For example, if there is anyone who is interested in Android, you can bring him. The fees is around 100 rupees, right? The 100 rupees you spend on fast food daily, so you can even spend 100 rupees. What happens is this event is free for you guys, all right, but your friend will need to pay 100 rupees, all right, and then he will be allowed for this event. You have ISO certificates, all right, the winners and the participants, you have the certificates. Okay, so what I just expect from you is that it's just a humble request from all of you that at least bring one person with you. All right, it can be a friend, it can be a brother, it can be a sister, or anyone. All right, at least bring one. All right, see, I'm not pressurizing anybody, it's just a humble request that at least bring one member with you. All right, and especially girls can bring as much as they want. Why I'm saying this is because what happens is if girls will request 4 boys, no, there will be 40 boys coming to the competition. So girls have that inbuilt supernatural power with them. So just use it, right? Because see, what happens is uh, what I know about girls is that they exactly know who has crush on them, right? Who is trying to flirt them, who is trying to impress them. So girls know these things, right? So you can take advantage of this thing, and you can bring your friends, you can bring your family members, right? So it's just an humble request, and at the end there will be machine test, as I said. There will be a website. That website is full of vulnerabilities. So you'll have to dig out vulnerabilities, and then you'll have to finally submit a report. All right, you'll have to make proper pen testing report. All right, you'll have to submit that report. You will be given a particular time. All right, let's say we gave you 1 hour or 2 hour, for example. So uh, for last half an hour, the last half an hour you can bring your make your report, and the rest of the time you can find vulnerabilities. Okay,
Sir, is
when
there any particular format for the report or
no, you can Google it. All right, you can take any report, you can take a reference of any report. That is not a particular format, right? But what I want is in that particular report is that you should be clear with the vulnerability, what kind of vulnerability it is, a small description of that vulnerability, severity of that vulnerability, that whether that vulnerability is a hard one or it is very medium, low, high, right? In this way you will have to specify the severity. Then you'll have to specify that particular payload from which you hunted on that particular website, and you'll have to specify the URL, right? Which URL is vulnerable, and at last you'll have to suggest some of the suggestions to fix that particular vulnerability. That's it. This is a format of an ideal penetration report. All right, so you will have to specify these things. So you can take half an hour for it, or if you think that you need more time, so you'll get enough time, all right, to just submit that report. That report should be submitted in the PDF format, all right. And sir, today only I found RCE on a website. Very good, sir, that's very good. So
Sir,
yeah.
like, can he participate in cyber security event, code event, and annual event also, or like only cyber
Yes,
security event?
no, you can participate in any event. I am just specifically talking about my domain, but you can participate in any domain, whatever you like. All right. If, for example, your friend is an Android developer, or if he's interested in Android, so he can also take part. If your friend is a hacker, he wants to learn practically what hacking is, he can also take part, right? So it is open for all. For interns, it is free. And if you'll bring your friends and family members, you will have to charge 100 rupees, all right? And that will be from online transaction, Paytm and all, you know very well. All right. So it is my humble request that bring at least one. Maximum you bring, it's upon you. All right. But at least one. This is just a request from my side. All right. Any doubt?
So what will be the procedure if we are bringing anyone with us? Like,
Okay. What you need to do is there will be a registration link. All right. You'll have to just send that particular link to that person. There will be a reference name. All right. In that registration link, you'll have to say your friend that, just specify your name over there. And then when that transaction is done, you will send that screenshot to me or to Shefali ma'am, anyone.
so I'll be sending the screenshot or the person who is paying.
The person who paid paid will take a screenshot. He will send it to you. Then you will have to send it to me or Shefali ma'am.
Okay,
Alright.
sir. Understood.
Whatever you like. If you like me, you can send that to me. If you like Shefali ma'am, you can send it to her. It's completely fine. All right.
What if posting it in the group itself, right?
Okay. No problem at all. Okay. Any other doubts? Anyone?
So the date,
Okay. Date is, I think, 14 or 15. Shefali ma'am, what is the date?
So 13 and 14.
Yes, 13 and 14. All right. This is a 2-day event. All right. And there is one more person who is into the cyber security. His name is PN Suman sir. He was the head of cyber security for the last batch, right? So me and Suman sir are preparing for that machine. All right. So it will be a very easy machine. It will be carrying all the vulnerabilities that you can see, but you need to find it out. All right. And I want to see how many literally hackers are there in this particular batch. All right. So let's begin with the session. The session today is information gathering. Okay. So there are two types of information gathering. One is passive and another one is active. Information gathering is also known as reconnaissance. Right? So active reconnaissance and passive reconnaissance. You can understand it as in a way that, for example, I want to assassinate a person. I want to murder a person. Right? For example, anybody came to me, for example, Shefali ma'am came to me and she said that go and kill this person. All right. Now what I will do is I will first gather information about my target. All right. I want to know who my target is, what he does, where he works, where is his house. All right. What time of the day is he alone? All right. So I'll have to gather all the information. So I have two ways to gather. One is passive and another one is active. Passive means I will not establish any kind of contact with my target, any kind of direct contact with my target. I will not establish it. What I will do is I will go to his friends, I will ask his colleagues, I will ask from the people who live near that person. All right, but I will never make a direct contact to that person. This is a passive reconnaissance method. Then comes active reconnaissance. Active reconnaissance is when I will make direct contact with my target. For example, if he's working in a company, I will go to that person as a client, or else I can go to his house as a delivery boy or something. So in this way, I will try to make contact. It will be a direct contact with that particular person. All right. In the same way, what we do is we have passive information gathering in cybersecurity and active information gathering. In passive information gathering, we collect the information about our target from Google, from different websites, all right? And in active information gathering, we directly ping that our website or our target, all right? So first we'll be beginning with the passive information gathering. All right. So let's go. Just a second, I'll share my screen. Just a second. Okay, is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm taking a website and it is just for an educational purpose. Don't try on that particular website. Don't try any kind of activity on that website. All right. It is just for an educational purpose. And see, information gathering is never illegal. All right. You can gather information on any website, on any target. All right. Information gathering is not illegal, but the phase illegal starts from the scanning phase. I will be talking it in the coming lectures. All right, so I will be taking a website which is this. Okay, see, this is a website. All right. So I will be gathering information on this particular website. So firstly, I'll go to Google. So the very first, see, start making notes as well. All right. It is very important for everyone to make notes because it helps you in future for your reference. All right. So the very first tool which we will be which we will be using is Netcraft Site Report. Netcraft Site Report. All right. We will type this on Google and we will go to what's that site running over here. I will copy this URL. I will go over here. See, now I need to paste my URL over here. If I paste it and I have to look up, okay, see what I got. Okay, the title of site is this. First seen date when it was first seen is January 2017. All right. Then this is the site rank. All right. Okay. Coming downwards. So this website is this is the URL. This is the domain. Then this is the NetBlock owner. NetBlock owner means on which server this website is running. So this website is running on a server of this company. All right. Just a second. Okay, so we have a name server over here. Then the hosting company, which which company is hosting this website. All right, this is the hosting country. Okay, see, we've got an IP address over. We will copy this IP address. Our first target is to get the IP address of that particular website. All right. Okay, this is the organization for which this particular website belongs to. Then we have a DNS admin. What this means is that the administrator of this particular website is this guy. All right, this is the email ID of that particular guy. All right. So this was the very first thing which we needed to collect. All right. Till this point, if anybody have any doubt, you can ask me. Anybody have any problem till this point?
No, sir.
Okay. So we will be going with another website. Again, we will go to Google. We will type who is lookup. Right, this is our second website. All right, we will go to this particular who is lookup URL. Okay, here either you can paste the IP address or you can type the domain. So I will type this and I'll search. Okay, just a second. There is an issue, I guess. I need to type domain. Okay, domain is this, just the domain. All right. I'll search it. Okay, see what I got for this particular website. I got the registrant organization for which this organization is registered, hosting country again. Then what I got is dates. See, this website is these days old. It was created on this particular date. It will expire on this particular date. It was updated on this particular date. So what you can do is, see, you have the email ID of the admin, all right? So what hackers can do is they can send a phishing link to this admin saying that, sir, your website is going to expire, we can update it, we can upgrade it or something. All right. So this is the IP address. We know it very well. And here you can read other details as well. All right. Okay, let's go to another tool, which is a hacker's search engine, which is known as Shodan.io. Okay, Shodan.io. This is our website. This is a search engine of hackers. All right, what you can search over here is everything. Right, I will be telling you how this is useful. Over here, you will have to paste the IP address of that particular website and just click search. Okay, see what we got. The hosting country, the city where this server is kept of this particular company. This was the organization who was running this particular server. These are the open ports on this server. See how many of open ports are there. All right. Then these are the web technologies that this particular website is using. If you know how to exploit WordPress, you can use it. PHP, jQuery, MySQL, all these things. All right. These are some of the vulnerabilities that are being identified by Shodan. All right. You didn't did anything, you just pasted that IP address and see you got some of the vulnerabilities as well. All right, over here. Okay, over here, see, these are the open ports. All right, ports are, as I said, as I told you guys, what are ports? What are ports are through which we can connect to that particular device. All right. So this is port number, this is the service, and this is the service, and this is the version running over there. All right. So port 21, FTPD port is running. Come down. Port 22 is SSH port. This is the version 5.3. Then we have 53, which is UDP port. All right, I have already explained what UDP is. All right. Then we have port 80, which is TCP port. All right. Here we are having an Apache server running. We have 110, which is again a TCP port. Okay. Port 443, again we are having an Apache server running. Okay. Port 65 is TCP port. This is the name of the service running over there with the version. Again, we have these things over here. (993) is again TCP. 995, 2082, 2083, and so on. All right. At last, we are having a MySQL server running on this particular port 3306. All right. So till this point, if anybody have any doubt, you can ask me. Any doubts, anyone?
So we can find these ports using Kali also, no?
Yes. But when you find these ports via Kali, you are doing an active information gathering. All right, active reconnaissance. All right, I am telling
Okay.
you how to do passive reconnaissance without making any content.
Okay.
Okay. So always remember 2 points you need to remember always. On port 80, there is an HTTP running. On port 443, there is an HTTPS running. Always remember whenever you host a website, either a website will use HTTP or HTTPS. If the website is using HTTP, it will be there will be an open port which is port 80 for sure. If it is using HTTPS, it will be having port 443 open for sure. And if a website is using HTTPS, it will be having both the ports open, port 80 and port 443. Both the ports will always be open. All right, remember these things. These two ports are very important ports, port 80 and port 443. Right? So this was how to gather a passive information gathering, how to do passive information gathering. All right. Now we will be jumping into active reconnaissance. All right. Okay. So let's open my Kali Linux. Okay, do you want the active reconnaissance today or tomorrow? Okay, wait, I will give you a task for today. I will start it tomorrow, right? Not today, because it might become quite hectic for you. All right. So I have told you 3 websites. Okay. Your task for today is you'll have to do information gathering on Pakistani websites, not on Indian websites. All right. If you'll go to Google, you can type any Pakistani website, Pakistan University websites or anything. All right. See, you will get a whole list of websites of Pakistan. Right. So what you guys need to do is you will have to gather information of these Pakistani websites as much as you can. It should be an active information gathering. All right. What you will do is you will gather information on these particular website and you will make a proper report. All right. How to make a report? For example, what you will specify in your report, I am telling it. Okay, the person who don't know how to make a report. So firstly, you will type the topic name. All right, topic name, which is the what is the topic? Passive information gathering. Passive information gathering. ION. Okay, passive information gathering. This is the topic. All right. Then you will be specifying the target website. Target website. All right, and this will be a Pakistani website. Okay, the URL over here. Then you will firstly you will have to specify the tool. All right, the tool is, for example, you are using Netcraft site report. Netcraft site report. All right, .com. Then you will have to tell what are your findings with this particular website. For example, what you found over here is you found the site title. You'll have to mention it, then date when it was first seen, then the net block owner, all these information, but not unnecessary information. I don't want unnecessary information. I want only that information which is useful, which can be useful for a particular attacker. All right, like IP address, hosting country, hosting company, all right, network owner. Then we have organization over here. Then we have DNS admin over here. In these way, All right. Then you will have to specify another tool. For example, you wrote your report over here. All right. Then you will specify another tool, which is, for example, who is lookup. Who is lookup.com. All right. Then you will specify your report over here. Then you can use the third one. Third one is shodan.io. All right. Then you will have to specify your report over here. All right, in shodan.io, you will specify what are the host names and domain, then what are the open ports, and the open port number, the open port name, and the service and version running. That's it. Don't copy and paste these things. I don't want these things. All right. Then you can also dig for web technologies which are running behind it. All right. And if you find critical vulnerabilities with Shodan, so you can just specify these numbers in the vulnerability section. Don't specify these things. All right, just the numbers. All right. So in this way, you will have to make a report. All right, and that report will be in the PDF format, and then you'll have to upload it on Google Classroom. All right, I will assign you with that particular work today. All right, and in that class work, you'll have to submit that particular report. All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so till this point, if anybody wants to ask anything, you can ask me.
So can you please repeat that open port, that HTTPS and HTTP? Which one is
yes.
open port?
Okay. See, port 80 stands for HTTP and port 443 stands for HTTPS. All right. If a website is over there, it is for sure that it is having HTTP at least open. If a website is using HTTPS, it will be having 443 and port 80 for sure open. All right, it will be open. But if the website is HTTP, it will be only having port 80 open. There will be no HTTPS over there. All right. So always remember these two ports. Okay, HTTP means Hypertext Transfer Protocol. All right, HTTP. And what this is, what it does is it is used to transfer data. All right. The basic difference between HTTPS and HTTP is S stands for secure. All right. Whatever the transmission takes place between HTTPS, it is encrypted. In both the attacks, what can happen is, if I am an attacker, I can do a man in the middle attack and I can capture the packets from both the websites. But in HTTP, the packets captured will be in plain text form. So I can read whatever the things is. It will be in complete plain text. In HTTPS, the packets which I will get is encrypted. All right. So this is the difference between HTTP and HTTPS. HTTP runs on port 80. HTTPS runs on port 443. Right? Always remember these points. So this is your task for today. All right. Target any Pakistani website, whatever you want. All right. There are so many Pakistani websites. You can go to any website and you'll have to just gather passive information. No active information should be collected. All right. Nobody will use Kali Linux. All right. No one will use it. So if you have any doubt till this point, ask me.
Sir, in
No,
FAST,
sir,
we
thank
will.
Yes, who was speaking?
Yes, sir. So in FAST, we will be given a site to find vulnerabilities, right?
In which?
Sir, CyberChamp.
Yeah. No. First, you will be passing through an MCQ.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
After that.
Then you will be getting an website.
Yeah. So in that, we have to do active or passive, or we can do
Both. Both.
Okay.
Alright. in that cyber champ is different from our class. All right, you can do whatever you want with that website. All right, you are free from my side. All right, cyber champ is just an event, all right, which is separate from my class. In my class, what I am doing is I am teaching cyber security from scratch. All right, I have so many plans. We will do so many things. All right, and in that cyber champ, you can do whatever you want. You are free from my side. All right,
Okay.
to use any tool, whatever you want. All right, I just want that report at last. That's it. You are free from my side.
Sir, could you suggest some standard tools for discovering vulnerabilities for that competitions?
Okay, so there are some tools which you can check for is, for example, Nmap. Firstly, I will be teaching Nmap, all right, in depth. But there are some scripts of Nmap, which is like vuln script. Then there is a malware script. Then there is an exploit script. All right, so you can use these. Other than that, you can take that particular website with downloaded tools like Xpeer or something. All right, you can use Burpsuit, right? So these are some standard tools, but what I want is that I want that particular report. That's it. You are completely free from my side. You can take help of anybody. All right, you can take off help any, but not your friends. All right, it should not happen that you are working on your particular website and you are calling someone that okay, help me do it. No, when I say you are free from my side is you can use anything, all right, to dig out vulnerabilities. You can use any tool. For example, there is Nikto, there is Derb, there is Nmap, all right, there is OS Zap, all right, there is SQL Map, all right. So you can use any tool, all right. You are free from my side. Okay, these are some of the standard tools you can use it. Okay, anyone else? It will be a penetration testing. All right, penetration testing always end up with a report, right? So just take it as a challenge. It is a penetration testing challenge for everyone. All right, and see why I have kept for the report is that I want to give you a real life scenario. When you go to a company for specifically a cybersecurity job, there is a technical interview of you all, and then you are given with machines. You are given with these IP addresses. You'll have to gather information on that particular target. Then you'll have to do a proper pen test, and then you'll have to in the end submit a report. All right, and your selection for next round or for the company depends completely on that report. All right, that's the reason I want a report from you all. All right, and do participate cyber champ, and if anybody wants to participate in any different domain, you are free. You can choose any domain. You can participate in any domain. All right, what my humble request from you guys is just to bring at least one member with you. All right, it can be a friend, brother, sister, anyone. All right, you are free from my side. Okay, anyone else? Any problem to anyone? Okay, I'll stop my screen. So if you don't have any problem, do one thing. Mention your name in the chat box for attendance. If you have any doubt, you can stay or else you can leave.
Sir, I have already taken the attendance.
Okay, then leave it. Then don't write your names if you have attendance. All right, and please fill attendance form as well. You have today's task. All right, the task is to do passive information gathering. All right.
Okay,
Thank
sir.
you so much, everyone. Let's meet tomorrow. No need to write names. The attendance has already been taken.
So we don't have to fill the form as well?
No, you'll have to fill the form. Over here, you need not to write that your name.
Okay, sir.
Manal sir, please upload
Yeah.
today's task on the Google Classroom. Okay.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
Hello, Manal sir.
Yeah,
Can I get the recording of the today's lecture?
you'll have to talk with Shafali ma'am, sir.
No, sir, you can't.
Ma'am, I have a network issue. That's why I can't able to understand.
Yes, sir, I understand your problem, but we don't have the permission.
Okay, ma'am.